What is advanced air mobility? It is clearly the next generation of aircraft. These aircraft can be electric, they can be hybrid, they can take off like an airplane, they can take off like a helicopter and transition to forward flight like an airplane, or they can take off like a normal airplane. So you'll hear a lot of terms and acronyms. Conventional takeoff, or CTOL, leave it to the FAA to make a term for something that takes off normally like a normal airplane. But the reason that we need an AAM roadmap to begin with is just like everything else in aviation, AAM requires an ecosystem in order to flourish. And that is what the roadmap does. We look at, integration into the airspace, integration into the actual urban environment. There's regulations that have to be figured out. Pilot training has to be figured out. Maintenance operations, infrastructure, both digital and physical infrastructure. The technology has to be developed. We have to figure out the manufacturing side, how to get power.
The K-State Salina Aerospace and Technology Campus, we really are at the forefront of some of the aviation and innovation technology that is happening right now. Our singular mission of our campus is to develop the skilled workforce of tomorrow and deliver the technology-driven solutions to some of aerospace's most complex problems. And we do that through a network of our peers and through collaboration. But at the heart of this mission is our Applied Aviation Research Center, a national leader in uncrewed aircraft systems and advanced air mobility. Research, training, and testing is our focus area from in that particular entity. It plays a critical role in advancing the safe integration of this type of technology into the national airspace and the commercialization of these technologies as well.
It starts at helping companies in our materials lab, so helping these companies that are going to be building high volume to get to their business cases. They're going to have to make thousands of these things a year, so they're changing the paradigm in aircraft manufacturing, which means new materials, new processes. So we're helping them figure out what those new materials and processes are, helping them get those certified and ready to go on their aircraft, and then helping them move into production. We're also doing quite a bit of work around crash worthiness and occupant safety. So think of these, especially the vertical takeoff and landing. They behave like a helicopter, but they also behave like an airplane. So they kind of get the best of both worlds, and they get the curse of both worlds when it comes to FAA certification, because you're going to have to deal with both rotorcraft type of regulations and fixed wing regulations.
But all along, our goal was to get into the AAM space, because we recognize that that's where the real big investments are, and that's where the technology is needed the most. So our new emphasis is on AAM finally, and most recently we've been putting together a team with UC Irvine and Johns Hopkins to go forward to the National Science Foundation and compete in their VINES, it's called VINES, Verticals Enabling Intelligent Network Systems area. So the idea is you've got an infrastructure, in this case intelligent network systems, and from that something's going to grow, essentially vertically. So we've chosen to title our proposal Vertically Integrated and Open Networking for AAM.
Everyone here knows that Kansas is an aerospace powerhouse. Aviation innovation is in our DNA, and it's not just in our legacy, it's how we'll continue to soar to new heights. I have heard it several times today in several comments that our powerhouse around aviation in Wichita and in Kansas is no longer guaranteed, and I agree with that on behalf of commerce. So this is a perfect opportunity to plant our flag, both internally with our partners and our stakeholders, to indicate what our intention is, and then externally as well to shout from the rooftops of Kansas is open for business for new technology and innovation, and that we are continuing to push the norm from innovation in aerospace and aviation.
Wichita is and will remain the air capital of the world. To me, AIR stands for aviation, innovation, and research. Those three words capture our proud history and boundless opportunities. Today, we released a roadmap that represents months of hard work and collaboration. Industry leaders, educators, innovators, and public servants came together to chart a path forward. This is not one person's vision. It is the collective wisdom of an entire community that understands that aviation means that Kansas and to the world is the air capital of the world.
This is an opportunity. I mean, that is the big word that I see right here. And I think we should all see that. I've heard it in all of the discussion. I heard it in the panel discussion. I've heard it in everything that we've spoken about today. This is an opportunity not for the city of Wichita, not for individual businesses here, but really for the state of Kansas. We're best able to serve Kansans when we work together. As you can see here today, it will take all of us to capitalize on this opportunity. I appreciate the partnership that is demonstrated between our businesses, our universities, and the public sector. During her administration, Governor Kelly has stressed a whole of government approach to tackling challenges and reaching for opportunities. We all have clear and actionable steps in this document needed to get the job done. Now is the time for all of us to roll up our sleeves and get to work. I'd like to thank you again for everybody for being here today. Ray, thank you for putting this on. Appreciate everybody being here, and I don't know what's next, but thank you.